probably never heard of this Nobel Prize-winning economist, but his ideas may have unintentionally helped destroy the American dream. And I think Pope Leo, in his new encyclical letter, Magnifica Humanitas, on humanity and artificial intelligence released today, just issued a 5-alarm warning about where this all could be heading. There was a time not all that long ago when ordinary people could reasonably believe that if they worked hard, stayed loyal to a company, and built a life there, they would possess the American dream. One parent could raise the kids while the other worked, young families bought homes, people retired with dignity, workers stayed at companies for decades, there were pensions, health care, stability, a sense that human beings mattered beyond quarterly profits. And their children could expect the same. Not perfectly, certainly not equally, but the system at least pretended human life was the point. Then University of Chicago economist Milton Friedman's ideas about shareholder value took the world by storm and became the dominant moral logic of the economy. Friedman argued that the primary purpose of a business is maximizing profits for shareholders, not necessarily caring for workers, communities, the environment, or even long-term stability. All that mattered were the investors, stock market growth, dividends. And in less than 2 generations, the worker stopped being the center of corporate concern altogether. The shareholder became the center instead. And honestly, I think people can feel what that did to the human soul. Loyalty disappeared, job security disappeared, communities were hollowed out, everything became optimization, stagnant wage growth, rampant layoffs, mergers and acquisitions, environmental destruction, product quality degradation, efficiency, productivity, growth. Meanwhile, companies and investors became wealthier than they'd ever been before, while ordinary people became more anxious, more exhausted, more replaceable, many living paycheck to paycheck. Now here's where Pope Leo's warning becomes genuinely frightening. Because artificial intelligence is about to enter the world already organized around the idea that human beings are valuable primarily for what they produce. And AI itself is not evil. It could do miraculous things. Cure diseases, negotiate peace, reduce suffering, transform medicine, feed people, advance our understanding of the cosmos, solve enormous human problems. But what happens if the people controlling these systems are still operating from an economic worldview where profit matters more than human dignity? That's the real danger. And honestly, I don't think Pope Leo's deepest fear is that machines become more human-like. It's that human beings start being treated like machines. Replaceable, disposable, optimized, managed. Christianity has always insisted that human beings possess dignity beyond usefulness, productivity, or profitability. You are not sacred because you generate economic value. You are sacred because you are made in the image and likeness of God. Because in the incarnation, Jesus took on our humanity and made it part of the life of God itself. And I think that's why so many people feel emotionally crushed right now. Because modern life increasingly tells people if you stop producing, you stop mattering. Or worse, you can be collateral damage in war or economic pursuit. Pope Leo's warning is that if we carry that worldview into the age of AI, we may create a future that becomes more efficient, but far less human. And that should concern all of us. If you're interested in big discussions about faith and life in our modern age, give this account a follow. And if you're exhausted from trying to stay human in a world that increasingly treats people like systems, products, or data points, I wrote a free ebook for that. It's called When Everything Feels Like Too Much, and it's available as my gift to you in the link in my bio. God bless you. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.